When I moved back to Ghana, my whole thing was to change the narrative of how people saw Africa. If all we are showing the West is how hungry people are, is how wars are destroying us, who will want to come and invest in us and give our young people jobs? My name is Claudia Lumor. I'm the founder and CEO of Glitz Africa and also Collage Media. When I came to Ghana, there weren't like magazines, and I'm somebody who's always loved magazines. And what I was trying to solve was to make sure that we are telling the tasteful side of Africa. So that's what was my real passion behind starting the magazine. And it developed into other brands as well, which then developed into the Glitz Africa Fashion Week and then the Glitz Style Awards. Our start in Glitz was like the start of a fashion industry, because you couldn't find at the time stylists even struggled to get makeup artists to do all of that. And that's what really kicked off for the Style Awards for me, which is a fashion awards, which done really, really well as well for the last 6-7 years. I left the shores of Ghana when I finished my first degree at Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology in Kumasi. So after my uni education, I went to the UK, spent about 8 years there, got the experience that I needed from the banking world. And then I decided to move back home because I was ready to start a family. And my focus was not to raise my children in the UK. I think starting the magazine, as every entrepreneur, the first one was raising capital, which when I started clearly, it became very clear to me that it's not something that you could get funding for. So it has to come from your own savings. So I started it like that. So capital was a big challenge, but then I started, with the little that I have, believing that once I stay consistent with the publication, brands will start seeing the work we're doing and we'll start advertising, and then we'll start developing our capital and investment from there. To see that the fashion industry in Ghana particularly is not the same as it used to be 10 years, and Glitz Africa has been a huge factor in creating the industry that we have at the moment. That gives me so much joy. The impact that Glitz Africa has is a huge stakeholder when it comes to fashion and beauty in Ghana. So my advice to diasporans who are hoping to move back home is to make sure that mentally you are prepared. You're ready for the move. As soon as you land at Kotoka, you leave the Europe and the America mindset there, or lifestyle, and then you take on the one of Ghana. The reasons why you're moving should be strong enough to make you want to stay. So of course, yeah, we have bad roads, we have potholes, yes, but what are you trying to set up here? So you should be able to overlook some of these challenges, and that's some of the advice that I give to my friends. Is the biggest thing is the mindset, to be ready for the move.